Here's a starting question. Are you more attached to your partner's orgasm than they are? That would be a good way to sort of recognize that maybe your desire to please them is loaded with expectations that then turn them off or put up a wall. So, for instance, in a coaching call today, but this is a conversation I've had with a lot of people, I was talking to a higher desire partner whose wife hasn't really enjoyed sex for a long time and hasn't let herself enjoy sex. She's just not been open to pursuing her own pleasure, to thinking about this being for her. She's just been doing this for her husband for a very long time. Now, I guess it's a different conversation about this, how this starts to happen. But what'll happen over time is somebody can be disconnected from their own desire and pleasure, while the partner has been trying to please their, they've been open to this. They've been like, hey, I'll do whatever you want, anything that would make you more interested. I want this to be about you too. What would make you happy? What would turn you on? What would you find exciting? What are your fantasies? There's a disconnect there because the higher desire person in this case has a specific idea about what this should be, that fundamentally it should be sexual. It should be arousing, and it should probably be orgasmic. I've talked to so many people just in the last week who are kind of attached to the idea of being involved in their partner's orgasm specifically, when their partner is just not that interested in that. And I think this happens, for a variety of reasons. Sometimes it's because we have been, I don't know, we haven't really questioned. We have this idea that, of course, that's what sex is for, to get to an orgasm, to finish. So we haven't challenged that thinking. Sometimes it goes a little deeper. It's almost like an ego thing that if I can get you off, I must be a good lover. Sometimes there's just a level of, wow, it's really fun to be involved in someone else's orgasm. And I haven't really thought of anything else as fun. But it will serve you to think about what your partner actually wants at this stage. Another conversation I just had last week, that if in a particular encounter or interaction with your partner, the thing that would please them the most is you brushing their hair, nothing is more sacred than that. Why do you want something different for them than what would be most pleasing to them? This is where you have to listen to your partner and honor where they're at and hold that as sacred as any idea you have about what they should want or what you want to be doing to them. This can really change a lot because a partner, you may have had a whole history of like, I want to please my partner. I want to please my partner. I've been asking all along what I can do for them. But if it has been attached in your brain that it needs to be sexual, that it needs to be arousing, that it needs to be orgasmic, you could be driving your partner away. So slow yourself down, show up in this moment, listen to them, let them guide you, let them tell you what would be most pleasing, and embrace that. Try to drop any judgment you have about what it should be, what you want to be doing, what you wish it were. That's all about you, instead of truly showing up and letting it be about them. And often, once you start to do that and the stakes come down and the pressure comes down and they don't get this message that they should want something else, or this isn't good enough, or this isn't enough, sexual desire might start to show up. So again, you may have thought of yourself as someone who is eager to please your partner, but really think about whether that has had an asterisk or strings attached, or it's supposed to be a certain thing, or otherwise it doesn't count. Because again, this will create distance and will tend to make a partner shut down, pull away, take their pleasure off the table. I hope this is helpful.